The security guard hurriedly enters the office and, forcefully pulling the woman up from her chair, sits down and says, "Quickly, sit on my lap and act as my girlfriend for a while." As soon as he says this, he takes out his phone and says, "Mom, look, this is my new girlfriend. Take care of yourself in the hospital. When you're discharged, I'll bring her home so you can meet her." The mother replies in a weak voice, "Yes, I'm fine in the hospital. Don't worry about me." The security guard calmly says, "Mom, your son graduated from one of China's top universities, and I make thousands of yuan every month. Don't worry at all, I'll transfer your hospital expenses to your account." The mother softly replies, "I know my son is capable and strong. Wherever he goes, good people help him. Why wouldn't they? My son is a gem." The son quickly says, "Mom, I can't talk right now. I have to get back to work. I'll call you later." As the call ends, the boss stands up. The guard quickly apologizes. "Boss, I'm sorry. I'm heading back to work now." The boss says firmly, "Wait a minute. You're the security guard of this company, right?" The guard nervously replies, "Yes, boss. I'm sorry. I got a little emotional just now." The boss says calmly, "It's okay. I overheard you on the phone. You said you graduated from Tsinghua and Peking University?" The guard hesitates, then says, "Yes, boss." The boss asks in surprise, "Then why is such a talented and highly educated person working as a security guard in our company?" The guard replies with a heavy heart, "Boss, the truth is I really did graduate from those top universities. When I first came for an interview, Manager Kai clearly told me she doesn't like people from rural areas and that the company doesn't hire them for good positions. But she didn't want to waste my talent either, so she did me a favor and gave me this security guard job instead." The boss, shocked, asks, "What kind of era is this where people from villages are still discriminated against? What is your name?" The guard hesitates. "Boss, my name is Yang." The boss thinks and says, "Yang? That's strange. I remember the names of everyone in the company's departments. There is a Yang here who writes excellent project proposals. How long have you been working here?" The guard quietly replies, "Boss, it's been 6 months, but I'm still on internship. I haven't been made a permanent employee yet." The boss is shocked. 6 months and still not permanent? There is no internship system in our security department. I don't even understand why I don't recognize you. The guard explains, "When I first joined, the manager said if I wrote a proposal that you liked, I would be made permanent immediately. But over the past 6 months, I submitted many proposals and none of them were approved, so I wasn't confirmed." The boss says in disbelief, "You're saying you've been writing proposals for 6 months? Coincidentally, I've been receiving several proposals over these 6 months, all signed by someone named Yang Wei. Look at this one, do you recognize it?" The guard takes the file, opens it, and after reading it closely, he is shocked. "Boss, I wrote this myself. I thought it was rejected because you weren't satisfied." The boss responds in shock, "What are you talking about? You're saying you wrote this?" But this was credited to the boyfriend of Manager Kai. She herself confirmed it. The guard explains, "Boss, I may be from a village, but we rural people are honest. I really wrote this proposal myself." The boss says angrily, "Don't lie in front of me. Are you saying I rejected all your proposals? Over the past 6 months, I was actually very satisfied with every proposal submitted under Yang's name, and I rewarded each one with 100,000 yuan. In total, for 6 proposals plus some advance payments, I've already given around 800,000 yuan in bonuses." The guard is shocked. 800,000 yuan? "Boss, Manager Kai told me you weren't satisfied with anything I submitted. She said I was wasting company time and even cut my salary. Can you investigate this? I wrote all those proposals myself. If the truth comes out, please give me that bonus. My mother is in the hospital and needs surgery that money is for her treatment." The boss says angrily, "Stop talking nonsense. There's no need to get so emotional here. Now that you've said all this, I understand the situation clearly. No wonder for the past 6 months, whenever I tried to meet Manager Kai's boyfriend, he kept making excuses. He's clearly hiding something. Don't worry, I will personally investigate this entire matter. If what you're saying is true, you will receive the full 800,000 yuan bonus. But if you're lying, I will call the police immediately." The boss picks up her phone and calls, "Hello, Manager Kai. Bring your boyfriend to my office immediately. Don't argue with me. I want to see him today at all costs." On the other side, the man says to the manager, "Jian, it looks like we can't hide this anymore. Has she found out the truth about us?" The manager angrily hushes him. "Listen carefully. Things have gone this far. You must stand with me no matter what. Don't worry, I'm a department head. I don't think the boss can do anything to us. Let's go." The manager enters the office and says loudly, "Boss, couldn't you have told my secretary instead? I didn't even get to eat lunch. You called me here so urgently." The boss turns to the guard and says, "You, come forward and state your side of the story." The man straightens the chair and gestures for the manager to sit down. As soon as the manager sits, she starts praising her boyfriend and says, "Boss, what exactly is going on?" The boss says seriously, "Manager Kai, your boyfriend has been working in my company for the past 6 months and has contributed a lot to the company. This is the first time I'm meeting him. Please properly introduce him." The manager smiles and says loudly, "Boss, I've been very busy lately, so I forgot. Today I'll formally introduce him to you. Yang, come forward." The man pushes the guard aside and steps forward. The manager introduces him, "Boss, this is my boyfriend who studied abroad and has returned. His name is Yang. I personally recruited him. The man says proudly, boss, nice to meet you. I am an overseas educated, highly skilled professional. My name is Yang. The boss smiles and says, oh, so you studied abroad? Highly talented too? And you speak English as well? Manager Kai, does your boyfriend work in our sales department? His salary must be around 36,000 yuan per month, right? The manager explains, boss, I think 36,000 is too little. A handsome, intelligent, and talented person like my boyfriend deserves at least 100,000 yuan per month. Do you know Mr. Wu from our competitor company? He was even ready to offer him 200,000 yuan per month, but I didn't let him go. Do you know why? Because he is my boyfriend. He should stay in our company and work for us. The boss smiles and says, all right then, can you tell me what special skill your handsome, intelligent, and talented boyfriend has? The manager replies, seriously, boss, if we talk about special skills, I must mention his ability to write project proposals. He is truly amazing. He is also the author of our company's famous Shenzhen Highway project. The boss smiles and says, oh, so that project, your boyfriend wrote it? Very interesting. I was on a business trip recently, so I don't know much about it. Why don't we let your talented boyfriend explain it himself? Just as the manager reaches for the file, the boss stops her and says, wait, since this is your own written and prepared project, do you really need to read it out here again? By coincidence, I also brought the actual product with me today, so I would like your extremely talented boyfriend to explain all its key features and details without looking at the file. If he cannot explain it properly, then both of you must return every single yuan of Yang's 800,000 yuan bonus. Alright, let's begin. The man nervously says to the manager, babe, I didn't even write this. What am I supposed to say? The manager replies, just say anything. The man picks up the product and says, this Shenzhen Highway is a very delicious food. As you can see in the picture, it's all seafood abalone, oysters, shrimp. I used to eat all this every day when I was abroad, and with a little foreign wine, it tastes even better. The boss says angrily, enough. What nonsense are you talking about? Since you can't properly explain it, I will let someone else handle this today. Manager Kai, you know this security guard, right? I'll ask him to explain it to you. Come on, you explain it. The guard picks up the product and says, don't worry, boss. I will clearly explain all its features in detail. The boss turns to the manager and says, Manager Kai, are you still going to say this project was written by your boyfriend? This project was actually written by this security guard. He is a highly talented graduate of Tsinghua and Peking University. Instead of utilizing such a talented person, you made him a security guard? What were you thinking? The manager stands up and shouts, so what if he graduated from a university? He is just a rural man. If I had kept him in the company, what would people have said? And anyway, he is just a villager. If he stayed in the company, he would have ruined it. The boss angrily interrupts. Enough. Still saying, rural? Rural? Were you born in the city yourself? Isn't your own family from the countryside? Go ask your grandparents where your family actually comes from. Today I'm only going to say one thing. I order you to return every single yuan of Yang Wei's 800,000 yuan bonus, and then leave my company with your so-called overseas educated boyfriend. You are both fired. You, the manager stammers, what? You're firing me over a villager? Fine. If you try to fire me, no one will support you. If anyone supports you, I'll pay them 800,000 yuan. The boss replies calmly, all right. Then listen carefully, many people will support him, not just one. Because justice always lives in people's hearts. Friends, no matter how powerful lies become, they eventually fall. Hard work and truth cannot be suppressed. In the end, honesty always wins.